Workouts.
When I come back from my vacation, she gave me more. They wanted
More where?
Black
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going
All right.
there. I'm going to visit. I'm going to cook some dinner for Thanksgiving. That's what I'm doing. He just found out a few months ago that got cancer. So I'm going
Man, if I can find a way over to the Maldives.
Girl, why you didn't call the radio station? She gonna say why you can't keep coming, girl. I don't know. I don't like that name no more. You want the number to call in? Okay. Alright.
We're gonna come back.
Really? She really listening too. Like, why you can't?
Yo, a lot of people, some of my like, yeah, I'm listening, y'all. I'm like, oh, you listening?
Did you hear that name? Butter Drop. Butter Drop. Don't write that down.
Hey, listen. It's a stage name. It's not your personality. It's just
Butter
stage
Drop.
name. Now, why she gonna come see?
I don't like that Butter Drop.
Ready? I don't know the personality, so I mean, I'd have to get the screen. I'm sorry. I have to get to know you before.
Is this one
A day.
This one not mix?
Yeah.
No, mix now.
Well, I need to
We're
put
going
that
the conversation like that. Who is it? Marcus Houston. Oh, that's what that is? I gotta find it. I like this.
You like that?
Johnny. That brings back. Boy! He stayed in rotation.
Yeah, you got this bitch, last.
Him and that boy, Kim. They stayed in rotation.
You can look bring me in or that plane just pick that out.
You talk to her on the phone?
Ready? Ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Shots fired.
You're tuned in to the Sadior Presents Open Conversation show. If you want to get in on this topic, men versus boys. 267-368-5328. 267-368-5328. So, Steve Harvey, eat your heart out. Kevin Johnson is in the building. The time is approximately 6:50. We got a house full. We definitely enjoying ourselves. Nah, I ain't gonna shoot no fire. I gotta reload. Dark Child, give us a call. We know you listening. 267-368-5328. You got 5 minutes to give me a call to do your segment for the last time. Are we? Oh, yeah. Why they got these many chairs in here? Look,
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
look, that's what that is. You came in quiet.
That's the Marshawn Lynch line.
Look, you came in quiet for nothing.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, that's what it is. Check out behind the scenes on Ustream. Search Sadior, Sadior, capital OC, and see what we laughing about.
Yeah, nobody eating chips though.
And we ain't got no food.
Mr. Fastlane is not keeping his hands to himself.
Always keep my hands to myself.
Here we go.
Also, it's not to sit next to you.
This is a disclaimer.
Oh yeah, to Kayvon from Young Kings. I hope your son is doing well. I don't know if you're listening or not. He was supposed to come to the building, but he had to take his son to the hospital. I appreciate you for wanting to come and have this discussion with us. So, what you think, men or boys?
Okay,
Boys to men.
yeah, that too.
But but no, because boys not growing into men. Boys are just staying boys nowadays.
Because so many boys like boys.
Well,
Shots fired.
That's a whole nother topic.
Purple rain.
Oh, you don't know
Get together.
You don't know nowadays.
No, you don't know.
way they putting these pictures up, boy.
Man,
What?
look, back in the day, growing up in Abbotsford housing, you cannot do some of the things that you're doing because you would get beat up every day. You know.
Did you grow up here?
No, but me and Mr. Fastlane had experience. 10 punks trying to go with us. I'm not gonna go into that. Look, they messed my what's the
Their
advisor up fighting us. We had to pick trash cans and stuff. So, you know.
Wow. Starting me.
Yeah,
Y'all was messing with
man.
them?
You know, I think it was they had a thing against license guys or something.
Oh.
They don't fight Light skin guys ain't
Look.
no more.
The elder barge thing, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was
Light skin
what,
guys ain't
90s?
no more.
Niggas light skin women.
I ain't light skin, I'm caramel, baby. Mm,
You look like to me.
you like it.
She said, I'm not licensed, I'm caramel.
Well, I'll just make a note for everybody out there. Women are in, trust me. Alright? Women are in, for sure.
Ain't no color, right? Kev said,
Well,
light.
no color, but you know I do have my preferences. So for those who think that I'm not prejudiced, I'm telling you that I am. Because for what I like.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay.
That's right, but women are in.
I second that.
Okay?
Okay.
So, y'all true. This should have just been an open discussion. We discuss everything straight across the board.
That's a discussion.
I like there were some topics of discussion that you had posted up on post before the show started. I think one of them was boys create problems and men figure out solutions.
Yeah.
Is that what
That
was
was
that
one
one of them?
Yep.
That is so true. Boys create problems by not being or not adhering to the fact that you have a responsibility and an obligation as you traverse the landscape of becoming an adolescent into adulthood and becoming a man. Once you reach the point of being a man, those duties and obligations kick in without you having to ask for them. You are morally responsible to fix them. And to this particular point about boys creating problems and men having solutions, same thing in your household. There's a problem that arises, whether it's what you may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children, maybe even more. And most parents, one way or another, I always tell people that, yeah, I have 4 children, and I didn't love one more than the other. I loved each and every one of them adequately.
Right.
Which is, you can raise them all in the same house. 3, 4 of them do the right thing, but you got one of them that's, you know, one of Marv's contemporaries. You know, just you can't tell them. You can't fix it. Now I know I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this, but I really don't care. For all y'all out there listening right about now, I'm on the wagon for trying to save those who want to be saved. Those who don't want to be saved, leave behind, because you can't fix everybody.
That's true.
You're not God.
That's right.
Right? Like I always say, people always tell me God is a forgiving God. That's right, He is. I'm not God. Okay? I know my place. Doesn't mean I have to forgive you. I can accept what you did, but that doesn't mean I have to forgive what you did. Right? So this thing about boys not fixing problems or creating problems and men fixing them, we got bills to pay. Don't worry about it. I got to take care of it.
So you know what?
Right now.
Since you went there, I brought up the post that I put up on
Good.
Instagram.
Because I don't remember them all. But
Yeah, we're about to hit it real quick. Boys play house, men get married.
To some degree.
Some boys get married too.
Yeah.
That's true. Hello, that's true.
Because there are a lot of girls that still play house too.
Yes, yes. Yep.
Now, how long do you play house for?
Well, that's why the divorce rate is so high.
For as long as the person is willing to accept.
Yep. Sometimes, like I
That
said,
game.
sometimes it's our problem. We call, sometimes us as women, we cause our own problems with these men because we allow them to, you allow a man to continue to play house with you. You should have never went into that house in the first place.
Yeah, that's why I say it's all about acceptance from the rip. We already know the game. It's just that
Yeah.
you accept the game. So you gotta accept everything that comes with it.
She said she played the game too.
I mean, listen, I play game too. Believe it or not, I think
Tell them how you really
nowadays
feel.
there's a lot of women playing the game more than back in the day.
Yeah.
Because they just tired of the game that the men play.
Be honest, we tired of the BS. Can I say that?
Yeah, you say yes.
I can cuss?
No.
We have rules, regulations around here now.
Oh, we got your mom listening. Mom, call in.
I like good cuss words. Those good ones.
Boys make babies, men rear children.
Men make babies, boys make babies, they all make babies. You
Biological
need a
function.
man to make the baby. You need
Says
a
biological
male.
It's a biological function. You're either a sperm donor or you are what you, it's a biological function. Men cannot have children.
Right.
Now, I think what
Right.
they mean by that is these guys out here having babies and not raising,
Not taking
not
care of
raising, not taking care of them, not doing what they're supposed to do. That's a boy trait. Men step up and raise their kids.
Even those that are not there.
Even, yeah.
Well, in that case, when you have half the male population, the male
Yeah.
adult population that are boys, because we have a lot of men out here who's not stepping up to the plate and taking care of
That's a
responsibility.
whole nother conversation.
Exactly.
And that's what's causing a lot of these young men to be boys. Because they don't have men stepping up to teach them. I think somebody said that. You gotta teach them how to be a man.
But when you're a boy having a baby, you don't even know how to raise a child.
Right.
I learned on
Yeah.
the fly.
Yeah, OJT.
Yeah.
It's that's what it is. It's OJT, on the job training. You just don't. I was having this discussion earlier. My mom raised me, and she raised me as best as she could with what she had. I don't know where we come from, right? And she explained to me all the things that men are supposed to do from a woman's standpoint. Walk on the outside. When you're walking down the street. Open the door. Help her with a coat on. You know.
Do you do that?
Provide protection. I do that. I love court. So that's high five.
Because it puts you in a different category.
Yeah.
From a lot
Well,
of people now.
she explained to me the class never
Yeah.
goes out of style.
Yeah.
Right?
Chivalry never goes there.
Never.
Never does.
Mhm.
The opposite end of the spectrum is that I didn't have a man to tell me, listen, when this goes wrong, this is how you may need to respond. You may have to tell her no by telling her yes. And you have to be able to do it diplomatically and with tact, without being forceful and hollering and all the rest of it. See, I didn't get that. So that's why I say that, a lot of it is OJT. A lot of it we have to teach ourselves. And a lot of it we have to relate to the younger men.
Now, right off of what you said, it's funny that you just said that. Because the next one was, boys seek to survive their women's disrespect. Men seek to understand their wives with their heart. So I guess what they're saying is, say if you're going through an argument with a woman, you keep arguing with her instead of trying to understand why are we arguing.
First of all, the key to any
Somebody
argument
said that. Go ahead.
is to listen. Both of you cannot argue and resolve anything if nobody is listening. So as a man, you must learn to first listen to your woman. You chose her for a reason. Most of the time, the woman that you chose has a lot of wisdom. So most of the time, we need to shut up. We need to just listen.
I'm sorry, you just made a good point. You made a good point. Go ahead. Listen.
Just listen and not fight with the one that you chose to be with, because he only has your back and your in good intentions for the both of them.
Like somebody's kissing up to me.
Not at all. I'm just saying. I myself had to learn these things because I, for the longest, was doing things wrong. And I say I was doing them wrong, I'll say I was a boy because I was doing things the way that I wanted to do them. I didn't give a damn what you liked, what you didn't like. It was gonna be done my way. If it wasn't done my way, then I would walk around and I would pout. You know what I mean? And shut down and whatnot. And that's what I did, and I guess that's why I had 3 unsuccessful marriages. Now I'm in a relationship where I'm listening, I'm learning, and I'm doing things a lot different, and I got the best relationship I've had in my life.
Communication is key in any relationship.
Yeah, it is.
On both sides of the table.
Right.
Like I can't really speak for the man, but for a woman, you literally have to listen to your man to understand, because
Right.
there are a lot of men that are still not, I'm not saying trapped in the closet like that, but I mean still trapped in a closet of themselves. There's
Right.
still men that are they have abandonment issues, still men that are fearful, still men that are scared to move forward with a woman because of whatever reason, because they've been hurt, because anything that happened in their past. So as a woman, we need to learn how to listen too, because it's not always it's not always about that. Sometimes you have to sit still and listen to what your man is really saying, what it is that he really wants.
Right.
So
Well, like Kevin said, a
on the
lot
flip
of
side.
us didn't have that man in
Right.
the house to teach us how to be men.
Right.
So we were taught by our mothers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Which is it can still be a good thing, but you still need that man figure in
Right.
your life to
Right.
show you how to deal with problems, how to solve those problems in a man's way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the reason why most of the time we argue, think about it. If you go in toe to toe with your woman, it's because who taught you? Your mom. So you're responding to your wife or your woman mate like as a woman would.
Right.
Y'all going toe to toe because that's what you was taught.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You wasn't taught to resolve it, to chill as a man would. You know what I mean? You may learn that later on in life, but you wasn't taught that at an early age.
Right. So you do everything emotionally.
Exactly, and that's the way a woman does it.
Because we are emotional creatures.
Exactly, and nothing gets resolved because of both of your button heads.
Not at all.
You got a lot of emotional dudes out here nowadays.
Oh, you better say it.
They were raised by their mom.
But
What?
and these,
Emotional ain't the word.
and these dudes
Been there, done
were
that.
they patterned their lives after women. I mean, you look at the way they respond to situations.
Mhm.
You look at the way they dress. You look at the way they carry themselves out on the street.
Mhm.
I mean, it's almost to the point where they believe, or they don't even see it. They thinking they're doing what men do, but realistically, if they were to take and step outside of their bodies and just view what their life, how their lives and how they're living them, they would see that their lives is being patterned after women.
Exactly.
And because society has made them or brainwashed them into accepting this and saying that this is okay,
Mm-hmm.
they think that it's okay.
Yeah.
But realistically, when you look at how a man is supposed to live his life, you're not supposed to live as a woman.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
they don't know that.
Well, the emasculation of man is definitely in vogue now, because that's it, you see it everywhere. All of it, the advertising ads, all of the television shows, it's just everywhere. You know how to be, as I call it gender specific, but they call it something else. I mean, you know, I'm just looking at it as for what I see it.
Yeah.
That's a female. They have traits that you will never have. I don't care how much science has evolved and technology has evolved. You won't be able to do what they do. Change